Hey guys, this is Dmitry with Hardware Canucks, and the card we've all been waiting for, teased initially as Vesuvius, along with a few questionable deliveries. First, there was a rather creepy mirrored picture of yourself, followed by dual Pringle cans in the volcanic water, hinting at what's about to come, and finally with a very intriguing Watch Me DVD that I'm glad wasn't some inappropriate fan mail. AMD has finally tied the knot with a pretty badass delivery in a briefcase that totally deserves your undivided attention. So this is the AMD R9 295X2, codenamed Hydra, incorporating dual Hawaii XT cores, basically slapping dual R9 290Xs onto a single PCB. And of course, being the latest dual GPU flagship from AMD, retailing for $1,500, is not surprising considering it's only a light premium over dual 290X cards. So the 295X2 is the first water-cooled reference design, incorporating a 120mm all-in-one cooler designed by Asetek, and this was absolutely needed to control the temperatures on the extremely hot cores, now on a single PCB. The inclusion of this 120mm radiator should cause no alarm over installation, as any modern case should easily accommodate for it, and a 38mm stick, this means push-pull could serve as a cooling upgrade. Fan speed is linked up directly to coolant temperatures, and the cable is routed along one of the tubes, and so there's no need for external power for the water cooler. And since the fan connects to a 3-pin fan hub, replacement is an option. Also, tubing is quite long, allowing placement flexibility within your case depending on the layout. Now, one more thing to mention is the Asetek water cooler is not modular, so you cannot replace the rad with something bigger, but as you'll see, this is an absolute powerhouse as it is. The water block encompasses the entire card, so the 80mm fan in the middle is in charge of cooling the VRMs with a full copper heatsink underneath. This is needed as the card features 8GB of GDDR5 memory, so 4GB per core on a dual 512-bit bus. That tells you that the 295X2 is 4K gaming ready. And to get the rest of the specs out of the way, the base clock is actually higher than the 290X at 1018 MHz. That's because the main limitation with the heat has been addressed, and the card can maintain a stable clock without throttling. It measures at full 12 inches, so compatibility with many mid towers isn't a concern, and the fact that this is only a 2-slot card, meaning ITX potential, which brings a whole new level of powerhouse in a small form factor. The backplate is included as well, and overall the card is stunning with aluminum shroud covering the water block and the Radeon illuminated logo up top to complement the red LED fan. For connectivity, we have 4 mini display ports, all of which support 4K at 60Hz, and a single dual-link DVI. Now, you've probably guessed it already, but the R9 295X2 requires a lot of power, and AMD has opted for dual 8-pin connections, but giving the power draw for each GPU, each 8-pin cable must run at least 28 amps of current. So power supplies, within the 1000 watt range should be considered. There is a dual BIOS switch as well, as was found on the 290X, but this one is left clean to be configured by the user, so you can perhaps create your own Uber mode. And here's the 295 inside our office full tower. The rear exhaust fan allows for the radiator to be installed just perfectly, nothing unusual here, but it's when we move into a completely different category, such as mini ITX, things get interesting. In most cases in this range have a 120mm fan slot, so here's an extremely powerful gaming configuration inside this Cooler Master Elite 130 that also happens to be one of the smallest cases we've ever reviewed here at Hardware Canucks. So you no longer have to worry about internal heat, as most of it is blown through the radiator as exhaust. Also, micro ATX and mini ITX enthusiast builds becoming very popular, so this type of configuration is not totally out of line to preserve on space without significant compromise on cooling. And with all that said, the most eager question is how does it perform for 4K gaming, and most importantly, how does it compare to 290X in Crossfire and 780 Ti in SLI? And starting off with 2560 by 1440 resolution, the 295X2 holds its own ground and shows neck-to-neck results with 290X and Crossfire with excellent scaling. And depending on the game, it's actually very close to 780 Ti in SLI as well. Of course, it's 4K capabilities that matter, and what we're seeing is seriously impressive results at the highest settings with pretty much every game. AMD's Mantle is one of the key points, and so far only 2 games supported, and results are not surprising as Mantle really shines with lower end systems, but the API is still sort of in its early stages and we hope results will improve over time. Now, one of the most amazing aspects of this card is the cooler, with 75-degree threshold compared to 95 degrees Celsius on the 290X. And this is one cooled card maintaining 65 degrees under load, meaning there's still more power to be squeezed out of the cores before reaching the temperature threshold. So overclocking results proved successful, although not significant boost in performance as the card caps at 75 degrees Celsius. Another bravo moment for the Asetek cooler are the acoustics. This is the quietest card in its class, even at load, showcasing how efficient the all-in-one solution is without breaking a sweat. And of course, it always comes down to power consumption with the Hawaii cores, and this is one power-hungry GPU, which was expected, needing more than 70 watts over 780 Ti in SLI, and over 150 watt extra compared to 780 SLI. But as AMD has made clear, this card is not for everyone. And we have a more in-depth coverage on temperature, many more benchmarks, and core frequencies over time, and many other things in our full review on the website. There'll be a link in the description if you're interested. And to conclude, AMD has done exactly what we wanted to see from the Hawaii XT core, as the Asetek all-in-one cooler allows for incredible stable temperatures under load, quiet operation with automatic fan speed adjustment. They didn't skimp on the reference design, as the card is gorgeous, and being a 2-slot card is also highly appreciated. The 295X2 is made for 4K gaming and delivers to that expectation with stellar performance without throttling. However, it does lag behind the price per watt and price to performance ratios, as the 780 Ti in SLI would be considered better value, and even 290X in Crossfire. However, the added benefits of improved cooling and reduced acoustics make this one damn good and damn innovative card. But what do you guys think of the AMD R9 295X2 with regards to pricing and design? Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video, and to read the full review on HurricanX.com. The link will be in the description for more in-depth analysis of the card. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Let's get to work. Wouldn't you agree that 2 is better than 1? Hashtag 2 better than 1. Come on.